Hello, welcome to Sanka Empire. As you may all know, Sanka Empire is out bridging gaps between African entrepreneurs and funding. And in the quest of this, we have actually rolled out a new series called Starting. I will give you a background of what Starting is all about. I will give you an insight of, of what you should be expecting from this new series. And I will also give you a glimpse of those that will be coming up to this program. The first thing we will talk about is starting itself. Before this time, I have received several messages from African entrepreneurs asking different questions. Some ask, how can I start a business when I don't have capital? So literally they put it, how do I start a business without money? Some ask, I have 500,000 naira, that's for Nigerians. What business can I invest 500,000 naira into? What business can I start with 500,000 naira? Some has also come to me with the question, I have a million naira, please, what business can I do with 1 million naira? So you can see there are other persons aside those who have contacted us directly. We felt there are other persons who are having similar, if not exact, challenge. Some entrepreneurs as well ask very disturbing questions. They've been in business for some time and their business is battling with growth. They are looking for funds to expand their business and to add new frontiers to their business, but they keep asking, how can I win grant or get access to investors? Funding is a major problem in Africa, particularly within African entrepreneurs, African change makers, and NGOs. So the question now is, how can we answer all these questions? How can we satisfy the entrepreneurs and businessmen and women who are asking these questions? The answer to all these questions is what I put in a single word called starting. Because all these questions revolve around starting a venture or beginning to have access to funds for expansion. Is all coming from startups. So Saka Empire as a business that was started 3 years back, we will share our experience, we will share our trajectory, we will also share our motivation. Then aside that, Sanka Empire as a company has assisted directly over 230 entrepreneurs to win grants. We have also assisted individuals and organizations to win different grants from different donor organizations and from different investors. Our investors range from Trust Africa, DC Trust Funds, the Pollination Projects, the Good Global Funds, the Tony Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program, or let me put it directly, the Tony Elumelu Foundation, because we've won different grants. We have the Entrepreneurship Program, and currently we have the Big Win and other programs from the Tony Elumelu Foundation. Then we also and 360.org, Green Grants Fund, GAIN, the Roddenberry Foundation, that's the Catalyst Fund, and different other donor organizations that we've benefited from their fundings. As an organization, and our affiliates. Then there are other persons who have actually contracted Sanka Empire to manage their grant applications and has come up with good results. There are other people too who has undergone our training. We've trained them in business plan writing, in grants development, that's proposal development rather, grant application, and all that. Because when we talk about grant application, it does not just start with writing. It starts with research, writing, and reporting and all that. So there are some persons that we've actually trained, and with our training, they have won several grants. There are some that we wrote the business plan, we wrote the grant proposal, and it was successful. So all these people are inspirations to us. And we believe if we bring them on our channel to talk to us about their journey, to share with us about how they started, to share with us about how winning their first grant, about the experience they had, we believe, I personally believe, that it will inspire other young African entrepreneurs. I believe it will be of great help to those who are looking up to winning their first grant. Aside from accessing funds, so many entrepreneurs, so many businesses you have seen today started with 0 naira. Sanka Empire is one. Yes, the Sanka Empire Limited you're seeing today is one of the businesses who started with no funds. Our energy company, I started that too with no funds. I don't like bringing that up on YouTube. I don't like talking about that business on YouTube. I started it with 0 naira practically. That's 0 US dollars, 0 naira. How do we start? These are informations that we need to share so that others out there who are also struggling with how to start a business, people out there who actually have an idea but do not have the capital to bring the idea into limelight, can actually know what we did, how we did it, not just about Sanka Empire, but the over 230 entrepreneurs. Some started with funds, some started without funds, some also start with grants. Because the Tony Nimelo Foundation funds businesses at the ideation stage. So these are informations we believe if we bring it and we share it with you, it will be of benefit to you. It is this belief, it is this understanding, it is with this knowledge that I and my team draft a new YouTube series called Starting. We will bring up entrepreneurs, seasoned entrepreneurs, particularly those who we have trained or those who have used our service in accessing funds. They will come up, they will always join me live every Thursday. Every Thursday, they will always join me live to share their experience, to talk about how they started their business, to talk about their journey with us towards winning their funds, grants, I mean. Then they will also have the opportunity to share their milestones with us and advertise their business as well. We are currently, when I say we, I'm referring to Sanka Empire, myself and my team. We are currently in talk with investors, and we are expecting these investors to join the session every day, that's every Thursday, and listen to grantees who are trained by us or who were trained by us Grantees who used our service to win their grants, these investors will listen to them and listen to how far they've gone, how far the grants helped them, the stage they are, their next milestone, and see a way they can actually invest into their business if it is bankable. So if it is a two-way thing, why grantees who in one way or the other benefited from Sanka Empire, why they will come up live to share their story, how they started their business. We are actually looking at those who started the business with nothing. Why they will come up live to share their stories, how they started their business and how far they've gone, what it takes them to win their first grant, how far they've gone, how much they've raised for the business, and the milestones they have, both current and future. The listeners, other entrepreneurs, including myself, will benefit from their story. We will actually make use of most of their strategies, implement them in our business, and we believe we will go far. But they themselves that will be appearing to sharing their stories on this channel, on this particular program, we also have a benefit because they might actually catch the fancy of an investor. They may actually share a story or their business that will go in line with thematic areas of investors, and they might be funded. We are looking forward to that, and it will actually be fulfilling to hear that entrepreneurs who come up to share their story are actually funded by the investors that we are working with now to ensure they are part of this process. So that is basically the reason behind this session called starting. Every Thursday, we will bring up at least one African entrepreneur whom by one way or the other has benefited from our service. When I use one way or the other, what I actually mean is those who are trained by us, because we've trained a lot of entrepreneurs. We've trained them in business development. We've trained them in grants application. When I talk about grants application, I'm actually talking about research. I'm talking about proposal writing. I am also talking about grants reporting, and that's evaluation and reporting and all that. So, aside the training, we have actually been involved directly in the winning of grants for over 230 individuals and organizations. We have assisted several individuals in winning the pollination grants and other grants, including Gianna Robbie's Trust Fund. We've assisted other individuals by writing business plans, grant proposals, and all that in winning different other grants, including the Roddenberry Catalyst Fund, the Tunele Melo Foundation, and all that. Then we also assisted several NGOs by developing proposals for them and all that. Our aim is to bridge a gap between African entrepreneurs, African change makers, and funding. We do that through training, we do that through managing your grant applications, and we also do that by writing business plans and all that. So those who have benefited from our service, it is time for you to come and share your experience and your stories with us. By this time on Thursday, every Thursday we will appear and you will see a flyer that will be out. You will be pre-informed. Those who are following us, us on our WhatsApp platforms, we will share it with you on our social media handles, Sanka Empire, the Facebook, Instagram. We will share it with you. We will share it there. You will see a portrait of the particular entrepreneur, portrait name, business or company, designation, and the particular grant the person has won. It will be on the flyer. and we are looking up to getting it on the flyer at least 24 hours to the session, so that you know who will be sharing the stories, you know the type of business the person is into, you know what to expect from the person, so that if that's actually what you need, you actually hook up live to benefit from it. And I assure you it will be interesting. I assure you it will be interesting. Most of the grantees who have benefited from our services have sent me messages indicating interest. If you are one who has benefited, we have a database of all those who has benefited from our services. Everybody cannot appear at the same time, but we will actually be looking at those whose stories are interesting, are inspiring, and particularly those who started the business with nothing. And also those who won a grant with us, and that grant was actually the first grant they were winning. These are people we will give priority to appear live and share it with all of us. I will always be on the program. The days I will not be here, my secretary will be here live, and the guests will also be with us every Thursday. Do not forget, stay with us, and it will be for good. You will have opportunity to ask questions. You will also have opportunity to win prize, because we are actually looking at how we can get these entrepreneurs to give back to the society. All your questions will be addressed by the guest and by myself. Thank you very much. See you on Thursday next week.